to learn how to manage documents in the BrokrBindr PDF workspace. After we selected the documents that we want here, we now add that selection of documents to the workspace. In this case, I've got 6 pages. Then I click on that button to get into the workspace. I can alternatively click here, same thing. When I get here, I see that I do in fact have my 6 pages, and they're going to be currently output as a single document. So by default, we're assembling and amalgamating these pages into one document in this order. There's a couple of things we can do with the BrokrBindr Workspace document editor. One of those is, for example, to take a page and turn it upside down, or rotate it fully, rotate it left and right, whatever you like. And if I've got it rotated in one way and I want to undo what I just did, I can just click the undo button and that will it'll undo it. And I can redo it if I want to do that. So very simple. I can take an individual page, and if I want to delete it, I can simply delete it. Now you'll see I have 5 pages, 1 deleted, being output at the moment as a single PDF. And once again, if I wanted to have that 6th page back, I could press undo, and there it is back right where it hadn't been before. Selecting multiple pages is also easy, but for this, you're going to be using your keyboard. So whether you're on Windows or Mac, you're going to select the first page that you want to select, then use the Control key on your keyboard, push that down now, and then with your mouse, select the other pages that you want. In this way, you can select 1, 2, however many pages you like specifically. That's how you do it with the Control key while you're holding it down. Similarly, but differently, we're going to use the Shift key, but this time we're going to select the first page we want and then the last page we want. But before I click here, I'm going to press the Shift key. I'm holding down Shift, and now when I click the last page, it selects everything in between. So again, that's Control to select individual pages one at a time, or alternatively, select the first one and then press Shift, and that selects everything in between. If I want to unselect everything, I select None. There we go, and I can do that. And if I select these 3, for example, and then I want to invert it, I can simply click this Invert button, and you'll see that it actually inverts. Kind of cool. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we have 3 things to talk about to conclude. We're going to talk about moving pages, we're going to talk about downscaling images, and we're going to talk about splitting images, splitting pages to make more than one document so that we can make more than one PDF if we want. So for moving pages, really super simple. We're going to take this page and we're going to move it to the first position. We're going to click on it, drag it to the left to a space that's left of that first page, and now voila, that page is now made first. If I want to make this page the second page, I'm going to click on it, going to drag it to the left of that page, and it is now the second page. Super simple. Same thing if I want to take this page and make it last, I'm going to put it to the right of that last page, and now it'll be last. Very simple. If I next want to split this document, so now I've got 6 pages being output as one PDF. If I want to, in fact, make it into 3 different documents, you'll notice I'm going to carefully put my mouse here in this gray zone, and now an element here called split is accessible, enabled, where before it had been disabled. Watch if I click here again, that split is not enabled. I have to select an area where I want to do the split, so I'm putting my split controller here, and I split it. Now you see my 6 pages are being output as 2 pages. And if I want to put another split there, I click on that spot, and again, click split. And so now I have 6 pages being output as 3 pages. Fantastic, that's what I want. And last step before we go on is to downscale them all. So I want to select all, and then click the downscale button. You'll always do this operation last. Any images that are too big, large, high-resolution photos, whatever they are, all get downscaled to a standard resolution that'll be accessible and useful for your lender. Almost always you'll choose to do this as really your last step. Click that downscale button, and that little icon tells you that in the processing we're going to be downscaling it. We're also going to be splitting it into 3 documents. 1, 2, 3, 4 will be the second one, and 5 and 6 page will go into the third document. So now that we're finally ready, we click Next, and we'll see that we're going to have 3 files, each of them of 2 pages, split the way that we want it. And now all we're going to do is go and file them in the drawer that we want. So in this case, I'm going to put this 2-pager in this drawer. I'm going to put this 2-pager, say, in that drawer, and I'm going to put this 2-pager in another drawer. Or I could put it in the same drawer. It's entirely up to you. Once again, the the name of the new document is going to adopt the name of the drawer in which it goes, and it's going to be made to be unique. And of course, it'll be a PDF. So simple as that. If you wanted to go back to the previous page to continue editing, if these 3 pages are not what, or 3 documents is not what you want, you can always go back to the workspace and fix it up. Totally fine. You can also close this out and not do anything. If that's what you want, you can kind of, in this case, close is more or less like a cancel. And lastly, pushing the finish button is actually going to go and create these 3 PDFs and automatically go and store them where we asked them to. So this drawer had been empty. It now has 2 pages. This drawer had 1 page. It's now got these 2 new pages we just popped in here that carry that name, and so on. So very easy, very intuitive. If you have any questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out and give us a call. We'd be happy to help. Have a good day.